3%. Now it's on the rows. It does take its time turning around at each end, so we do have a little bit more time to get to the sugar beet factory and back. Not a great deal. I mean, even with this hulking great trailer, we're still technically constantly carting sugar beets. Be nice to put them somewhere else, but the problem is with somewhere else, probably going to be on the side of the field, and I still then have to figure out a way to pick them all up and get them in a cart so I can haul them. So you either do it while the harvest is happening or once the harvest is done. But this drive is still very manual and very much something I have to take care of myself. Okay, let us... What was I going to look up? Oh, productions. So, productions, we have sunflower oil. We're still producing sunflower oil. And we're only going to have about 15,000 of that. We're producing sugar beet. Oh, the sugar beet factory is almost full. Whoa. Okay. That's of some concern. And our wheat factory or our flour factory is done. So, oops, yeah, we did manage to get that emptied. So, round we go, and I think this time we could go fetch the Magnum once the harvester's unloaded. Harvester is still, oh no, 95%, it needs serviced. Well, now that it's working rows, I can drive up the right side of the field and easily get turned around. Because that gap is between there and the head, or the crop and the hedge is going to be getting wider as we go. So, already 10 o'clock, so hour and a half gone. So, what else is happening? On computer game front, Railroader, they're still putting patches in the experimental track. There's a couple of bugs. He wants to kill the bugs before he puts the experimental track into production. So he put one in, I think, about a week and a half ago. So we are starting to get to a point where I should have done it as islands rather than rows. Okay. So we may be getting an update to Railroader in the not too distant future, but I haven't seen him announce when the update's going to happen. And similarly, what is it? Exogate, which is kind of like Stargate. There's a non-copyrighted name, Stargate, and teams are sent through to investigate planets and bring back technologies and resources. That is going into version 1 game release on the 28th, which is like 2 days away. So I've been playing early access on that. That's kind of fun. Right, we need to go get the Magnum somewhere. There you are. Okay, clear that. Clear that. Engine on. frankly, I'm okay with the maintenance on this. Yeah, the problem I had with the weight on this one was because it was on our first tractor, first big tractor. It was getting damaged very quickly, so I'd be looking down at the equipment status. We've got Magnum 94%, Cultiplier 94%, and then I'd have weight 43%. Just annoying. So got rid of the weight, so the weight is incorporated into the tractor, and because it's an aftermarket weight, it's not included in the maintenance on the tractor, which is awesome. This equipment doesn't need cleaned, so it doesn't need serviced. So I'll just get this all cleaned up. Do I want to put it away? Is the next question. Because obviously once we've done the sugar beets, and probably not going to finish them this stream or this game day, but as soon as that's done, I want to get this set up out in that field and working it down. We can park that there, jump out, grab the sprayer, we'll just give it a once over. Those aren't very big. Well, the old weight was 1,800 pounds and that's about 957, so comparatively not big. Alrighty, get that lot done. Okay, you're all good. I did turn the engine off. Alright, let's go find the class. There it is. Turn the engine on. Harvester's coming down. You know what? I think I'm going to top this off. Get alongside, it might delay its turnaround at the other end. There we go. But it doesn't take long to top this thing off. And done. Okay, you can fold that thing back up again. Yeah. Done with that. The Pterodos is at 64%. We've used 40% stuff on the oats. Dang. Okay. Well, they're oats. Oats like a high nitrogen content. We did buff the field with some more natural fertilizer from the cowshed, both the solid and liquid variety, but unfortunately it's not a great amount, and that's a problem. Or not. Go. So, well, I guess while we're emptying this this time around, I might jump over to the fertilizer sprayer and take a look at how that's actually looking in the field. It's time, game time 12:30. So we're getting into the afternoon, the shadows are starting to get longer. Not that they got that short anyway. Go. don't know if you can hear the wind sound behind me, but I don't know. There's something on our house that catches the wind. So when it's very windy, this place always sounds like a haunted mansion. Okay. Harvester's back up to 95% again. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, the sprayer's finished work. Well, imagine that. Well, I guess that is all of the other things we need to do today. The only thing left is finishing off the sugar beets. Ooh, turn, and pop that out. Oops. So how does this look? This looks, I mean, where we're at now, it's not very high. It's like 100, but over here, it's like 140. Let's have a look up here. Nitrogen. So this bit here is lots, comparatively. Whereas, oh, and there, a little bit there. And then that bit there is like 100. And then we have a little bit 80 on that corner. That's an interesting step up. What's the soil? So loam needs lots. Sandy loam and silty clay need 100, I think. Yeah. Okay. And then there's bits here and that strip there and the bits around the end. Some sort of weird bits there that we over fertilized with the manure spreader or the field prep or whatever else it was. So that is what it is. I don't know if oat suffers from too much nitrogen. It appears that sugar beets do not care. So long as you've got the minimum nitrogen they need, they're happy. If you've got more than the minimum nitrogen they need, then you just wasted money on fertilizer that you didn't need to spray. But it's not going to adversely affect your yield if all the prompts I'm seeing on screen while walking around the field are correct. Conversely, our sunflowers were heavily over-nitrogenated by the previous owner, and we got a horrible yield of sunflowers because too much nitrogen. And obviously sunflowers, putting too much nitrogen on sunflowers isn't only bad because you're wasting money on fertilizer that's not needed. You're actually wasting money on fertilizer that is going to make your yield worse. I don't know which way oats swings, whether we'll get a very low a very low yield in those positions where it's over nitrogenated, or whether it'll just be, hey, you got nitrogen here, it's more than, it's at least sufficient, I'm happy. We'll see how that works out. Okay, harvester's facing the wrong way. So we put them the subsoiler thing away. That's good. Well, we brought it back to the farm. Might be able to get out there tonight and get this field done. That would be awesome. So again, I'll get this fully unloaded. Back off, not forward off. And as soon as that's done, we'll put the sprayer. We'll put the spray away and then put the sprayer away. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, so I'm going to get this right, is to turn this around and I'm going to park it on the line here. And hopefully the harvester will empty itself off, or this will be in a good enough position that we can just jump in and follow the harvester as it unloads there. Okay, that's all done. That's all done. Engine on. Come on, 51% was used on this field. That's a lot. Anyway, so this field is now good for, I don't know, what is it, June, when it's time to harvest it. That looks, getting this, my cows, lots of laying down cows, this is good. And then, I'll run over here. We'll get this unloaded, we'll stick it back in the shed or in the workshop. Might clean it on the way, because that's always a plan. Good plans. There we go. Push that button. Okay. So game time 1 o'clock. Oh, that's a thing, isn't it? That's okay. I think that's close enough. Theoretically, flush out the tank and flush out the booms and just give it a full clean, because we ain't going to be using this until spring, I don't think. Well, that's the Magnum I got into. That's going to be tricky. There we go. The field with all the bales on it is going to need to get fertilised. But I don't have to do that now, and it's not going to be mowed until maybe next spring. Or I could just wait until the local fields are done. So, get out. So this field over here, I believe it's ready to harvest, but it's in a forage 3 state rather than a harvestable state. So we're waiting till November before we cut all of these fields. And I think right now, because we haven't even opened the grass silage clamp here or the maize silage clamp here, that I'm just going to send the baler around, wrap bales, and sell all of the grass from the end of year harvest. In here, our cows still have 251,000 litres of food and 390,000 litres of straw, lots of slurry, and fairly good size manure stack, so that's good. Oh, I missed him. Well, I wonder if he dumped any more. How full is he? 92. He's going to start doing his funky let's make an island. So sadly, I think we're only going to leave him with 10,000 litres space in the tank there. Not close enough. That's awkward. Oh, I am close enough. Okay. There we go. I'm going to have to drive by there. And what's he at? He's at 77%, so he's going to fill up to 95. That's good. We can run off to the sugar beet mill. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. We're making fairly good progress here with the sugar beet harvest. I might have to sleep do a sleep period and finish it off November 1. But for the most part, this is looking like didn't take as long as I expected it to. And how long have we been at it now? We've been at it at just under 2 hours. We started the stream. Actually, we started the stream about an hour and 40 minutes ago. So, seriously, stuck on a hedge. There we go. But I think we've done the longest part of that field, and we're now, the rows are getting shorter, so the harvest is going to take longer to harvest a strip. I think we'll get to the mill. We'll start emptying. I might look at the weather prospects, see what it's going to look like in the morning. If I can get this all done by the end of October, then that would be super awesome. We started at 8 o'clock. Well, we started a little after 8 o'clock game time, so we've been going 5 hours game time. And the harvest is already filled. But now I can keep up with it, obviously, because I've got nothing else to do. Good grief. Come on, tractor. You can do this. Yay. I think this is also get up. She's probably sleeping on the sofa. Which means the young lad can't watch TV if she's doing that. Or he's doing it very quietly, but... And we are tipping good. Saving, also good. Weather. So, sunshine until 7 o'clock. And that's what I'm talking about. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's going to rain all the way through to lunchtime. So we'll have the afternoon to do things. Meanwhile, sugar beets. I'm going to be able to unload 2 more carts in a little bit. That's going to be interesting. But let's get back to the farm. Get the harvester unloaded again. Yay! Now the alternative plan here is I can do a couple more unloads and then just sit back on the rest of the sugar beet harvest for a little while, and on November 1 we could set the mower and baler off doing mowering and balering stuffs, and if the silage bales are ready to sell, we can sell those too and skip sugar beet harvesting for the rest of this stream. We'll see how it works out. As it is right now, I think let's get 2 more trailers done. Obviously, if I go for 3, we're not going to empty the last one, and I would be faced with either having to buy an upgrade to the sugar mill so it can process twice as much and store quite twice as much, or I can leave it for a day and see how much it gets processed in the off time. Why are you always full when you're going north? It's most annoying. Actually, we're still on the long part of the field here. But we can ride with it this time. I'm too far away. I am so much too far away. Goodness me, that is appalling. So a little bit closer, and there you go.